Perception and reality in Indigenous Australian Dreamtime. Imagine a world where time bends and blurs, where ancestors shape landscapes with a single thought, and where the fabric of existence is woven from the dreams of creation itself. This is the Dreamtime of Indigenous Australian cultures, a realm that defies the binary of perception and reality. But what is the Dreamtime, truly? Is it myth, history, or a lens through which we glimpse the profound relationship between human beings, nature, and the cosmos? To understand the Dreamtime, one must first release the tether of Western linear thinking. In Aboriginal culture, the Dreamtime is not time in the conventional sense. It is a continuum, both a primordial era when the world was formed and a spiritual dimension that exists alongside the physical world. In this spiritual framework, the distinction between perception and reality dissolves. Perception doesn't simply reflect reality, it creates it. The creation and the ancestors. The Dreamtime is the era when powerful ancestral beings roamed the earth, shaping mountains, rivers, deserts, and forests. These beings, often depicted as animals or hybrid creatures, performed acts of creation that encoded the laws of existence. For example, the rainbow serpent, a widely recognized figure across many Indigenous Australian communities, carved rivers and valleys as it slithered across the land. These acts were not random, they were deeply intentional, embedding moral and practical lessons into the environment itself. Now imagine this: each hill, tree, or waterhole is not just a feature of the landscape but a living testament to a cosmic event. To perceive the land is to engage with these stories, and by doing so, one connects to the ancestors and the Dreamtime itself. In this worldview, reality is layered, and understanding it requires seeing with more than the eyes. It demands the engagement of spirit and memory. The Songlines, maps of meaning. One of the most intriguing manifestations of the Dreamtime is the concept of songlines. These are pathways across the land that trace the journeys of ancestral beings. Songlines are both literal and metaphorical, geographical routes and spiritual maps. By singing the songs associated with these lines, Indigenous Australians can navigate vast terrains without conventional maps. But here's the twist: these songs are more than navigation tools. They are repositories of knowledge, encoding information about water sources, seasonal cycles, and cultural laws. For those attuned to the Dreamtime, the act of singing is not merely recitation, it is a recreation of the world. Through their perception, they reinforce the reality of their surroundings. Perception as reality, the art of connection. In the Dreamtime framework, perception is not a passive experience but an active force. This is vividly illustrated in Aboriginal art, which often depicts the Dreamtime in intricate patterns and symbols. These artworks are not simple representations, they are portals. They connect the viewer to the Dreamtime, making the spiritual dimension visible and accessible. The concept of dot painting, for example, creates layered visual effects that evoke the feeling of seeing beyond the surface. A landscape painted in dots becomes more than its physical counterpart. It vibrates with the energy of the Dreamtime, urging the viewer to look deeper and recognize the interconnectedness of all things. Science meets spirit, Dreamtime's modern resonance. Interestingly, Some modern scientific theories align intriguingly with Dreamtime philosophies. Quantum physics, for instance, suggests that the observer influences the reality they perceive. This echoes the Dreamtime idea that perception and reality are intertwined, with human consciousness playing an active role in shaping the world. Furthermore, Indigenous Australian ecological practices, informed by Dreamtime stories, have proven to be extraordinarily effective. Fire stick farming, guided by ancestral wisdom, helps prevent catastrophic bushfires while promoting biodiversity. What Western science is only beginning to grasp, the Dreamtime has long known: humans are stewards of the earth, not its masters. The living Dreamtime. One might be tempted to view the Dreamtime as a relic of the past, but this would be a mistake. For Indigenous Australians, the Dreamtime is alive, ever-present, and evolving. It is not confined to myths or ceremonies, it informs everyday life. The Dreamtime teaches responsibility, to respect the land, honor the ancestors, and maintain harmony with all living beings. And here lies the profound truth: the Dreamtime challenges the very notion of separation between humans and nature, past and present, perception and reality. It invites us to reconsider our relationship with the world, urging us to see the sacred in the mundane and the eternal in the transient. A final reflection. So, what is the Dreamtime? Is it a story, a memory, or a dimension we have yet to fully comprehend? Perhaps it is all these things and more, a testament to the richness of Indigenous Australian cultures and their extraordinary insights into the nature of existence. The question remains: if perception and reality are one in the Dreamtime, how might we, too, learn to dream a better world into being? The answer, perhaps, lies not in understanding the Dreamtime as an outsider but in listening, learning, and letting it transform our own perceptions of reality.